It's RustyMoney here. This is a place of barnhouse chat, live streams, challenges, let's plays, and more. So I hope you enjoy. Good day, good people. It's RustyMoney here on PlayStation Network and RustyMoney Gaming on YouTube. We are here on No Man's Land in my game save that is called the Build It Challenge. And I'm here to show you here on this game save how you can make hay with a very wide cut by using this Swather by BC Bueller. You're just going to need a few extra toys to go along with this thing, and I hope you will sit back and enjoy what I'm about to show you here. Because this nifty thing is kind of what I would call also a tractor in some sense. As you can see right there, it's got a little bit of a hitch that looks like it could do maybe some pin hitch work. Well, let's just see what would happen here. So, we all know that this Swather comes with a smaller header that has the attachment on it to transition your grass into hay and keep it in a swath. Well, I'm about to show you how you can mow with the bigger attachment on this swather that comes with this mod pack and turn your grass that you just cut into hay with a few other toys to go with it to show you. So I'm going to highlight the Swather here, plus a couple of other nice mods in the mod hub that work well with this piece of machine. So, first off, what we need to do is we're going to go over on the side of the field here, and I'm going to put this guy, shut him off here for a second. Let's shut him off. We're going to hop out of the old Swather. I'm going to get in my Fast John Deere here by Dominic, and we're going to go on over to my farm and pick up a couple things to bring back over here to show you what we are about to do here with that Swather. That Swather, I know that some people I've seen on Facebook and in some live streams asking a bunch of questions and being a little, what do you want to say? Maybe not unpleasant, but not satisfied with that mod. So, I'm about to show you how you can become really satisfied with the old Swather. So let's grab our FastBale here as an item number 1. Oops. And we're going to unhook that right there because I need something else. We're going to go grab over here by my cabin. We need this front lifter by Pepe 978. Even though our tractor's already got a lifter on the front, that don't mean nothing right now. Okay, now we'll pull into my shed over here and we will get the Elho tedder by Hoffy. Let's hook up the tedder on the front here. Okay, and we'll connect up our FastBale to the rear of the John Deere and we'll go back over there to our field. And we're going to show you how you can get a lot of things done here by only using just a few items and still being able to cut a wide swath with that great mod called the Swather by BC Bueller. So let's go. We'll just go over here on the other side of the field for right now, and we'll place all these items down. Let's put down the Elho. Alright, we got to hook up the front lifter again and then drop it one more time to drop the Elho. Okay, now let's drop the front lifter right here off to the side. Okay, and then we will go over here and pull over beside the front lifter and drop our FastBale by Giant Software. Okay, now let's just park our tractor here by Dominic over here. All right, let's get back in the Swather here now. First thing we're going to show you is this Swather mower is found in mowers. So if we go into the store and you go over to mowers, here is your Swather right here. Now keep in mind, everybody, that the Swather has 190 horsepower, but I wouldn't consider it myself because I do a lot of challenges. I wouldn't consider that 190 horsepower to be a very, very strong 190 horsepower. But do remember that it will pull things. So, it'll cost you $100,000 base price unless you make some other customizations to this thing right here. You can change it from a Case to a Challenger to a Heston to a Massey Ferguson and back to a Case. And then you got some other wheel brands there and wheel setups, but I'll let you all look at those. All right, now the header that I'm going to use for this, we'll show you where that's at in the store. So if you go into tools here and you go to mowers, right over here, and you go down here to the end of my list, and you will see the AGCO 5200 30 foot for $25,000. This is the header that I have attached to my Massey Ferguson Swather. This requires 140 horsepower, so it's got enough, the Swather has enough horsepower to operate this. And you can change this again from the AGCO to the Case, to the Massey Ferguson, to the Challenger, to the Heston, back to the AGCO. And then you can even label it with the decals for yes, for whatever brand you're going to have it customized to, and it puts the decal there on the side. So just a standard price is $25,000 right there. Okay, now the other header that does go with the Swather that comes with this mod is right here, the Razor Bar 16 plus Twin Max conditioner. And the Twin Max conditioner is the attachment that is underneath of this mower head. There is an attachment that is underneath this mower head. You can see those black bars that go across the middle in there underneath. That is what makes this thing turn the grass into hay. And that attachment will disconnect from this mower. You just got to operate it to disconnect it the right way. Now, I'm not going to show you this part of this mod because that's not what this video is about. I want to show you something else about the Swather. But this is the other head that comes with it. And this head here will cut grass into just grass, but you have to take that conditioner off if you just want to keep it as grass. If you have that attachment underneath of it on, it will turn your grass into hay immediately, but you're only mowing at 4.9 meters wide, and this one here requires the same amount of horsepower, and it's mowing a less amount. So we're going to go out of here and show you what I'm about to hopefully change your game with. So let's hook up to our, we'll actually drop that right there. Let's drop that. Okay. Well, first we should just demonstrate here that you will see that this just cuts. This is just going to cut this into grass, and it's going to keep it in a swath for you right there, okay? Now, if we disconnect that, all right, we back up here. All right, now, you all will see this thing called the Elho that we're about to back up to. You can see that it's not attaching, correct? Well, we can fix that problem. So let's put on Pepe 978's front lifter on the back of this thing, because remember, there's a hitch on the back. All right, we got the Pepe 978 front lifter on the back. Now let's grab our Elho. And since we have our front lifter, we now have a PTO. All right. Now it doesn't turn the best, because those wheels are hitting the ground on the Elho, but it still works, and it works well, trust me. All right, now we're not even hooked up to our header right there. Okay, so if you lower, let's lower the Elho. Okay, we'll transition over to the Elho from the lifter. Now we will turn on our Elho. You can see that right there. We can go straight down our swath. And what many of you may not know about this Elho is it's a teddy. And when you teddy the grass in front of this Elho, it puts it back in a swath. That is what I love about this small teddy. Okay, so now we're going to hook up to our mower. Our Elho is still on. All right, now before we go across this field, we'll show you the Elho in the mod hub, or I mean in the store. So in the store, in tools, if we go over here to Tedders, and we go here towards the end of my list, this is the Elho TR300 for a base price of $7,000, and this is by Hoffy. So it's this thing right here. It only requires 30 horsepower. It is only 2.8 meters wide, but it will cover most swath widths, actually all swath widths that I have found. This Elho will cover any swath width that I've experimented with in FS22 so far. But this is an awesome tedder by Hoffy right here. And if you haven't used it, you're about to fall in love with this thing. So let's exit out of here and get back into the game. All right, now let's pull forward here towards our grass. Let's lower our header, turn on our header, and let's mow and make hay at the same time. How about that right there, everybody? We are making hay with the wide cut and keeping a swath at the same time. Now, you know what would be even more cooler is if we could get RustyMoney out of that swather and hire a worker. Wouldn't that just be awesome? So let's take a look here. Let's put a worker on. Oh, look at that worker. He's got a nice little thin beard right there with the hoodie on. And look at him move right there. He is maintaining the work. and you are unable to hire workers with part of this pack. So now let's see when he gets down here to the end of this field if he will turn around and continue to work. As you can see, he's lifting the attachments without any issue. He's completing the turn right now. He's going to lower the head and the Elho. And we have haymaking in progress by a hired worker. Okay, so now we're going to stop the worker right there. All right, now I'm going to drop my Elho. Okay, now because it's connected to the front lifter, you got to drop it once, but not once. You have to drop it twice to get it disconnect from the front lifter, and then it keeps the front lifter back on the mower. Okay, now what I want to do, everybody, is show you a couple other things here. So let's lower our header, turn on our mower, and we're going to finish mowing grass down here to the end of my field, and we're gonna hook up to a baler, which is my favorite baler yet from FS19 that I use, which is now here on FS22, the Vicon FastBale by Giant Software. So do y'all think that this mower will operate that baler without the front lifter? Well, the answer to that question is most definitely. You don't need a front lifter to bale anything with this mower. Let's take our front lifter off right there. Because our baler that we're using is a pin hitch, we're going to hook up right there to our swather. We don't have anything for that PTO. So as you can see, we're going to lower our baler. And if you watch the top of the baler, we're going to activate the baler. And it has turned on. All right. Okay, now we're going to shut that off. We're going to raise our pickup. Now, how about you just wanted to make some silage bales and not any hay, and you don't want to use a front lifter, you just want to play this game with a little cheaty action, if you will. Let's lower our header there, turn on our header. Oops. Okay, let's not, I don't want to pick up any hay, so we're going to drive over that swath first off. Now we'll lower our pickup on our header, or on our baler. And let's make some silage bales with the swather without any attachment hooked up to the rear of the swather. You will see here in about a couple of seconds, we will have our first silage bale created by the swather. Now, wouldn't it just be ingenious if we could hire a worker and not have any issues and get RustyMoney out of there so I can drink some more coffee and eat some more delicious donuts? So let's hire a worker and mowing a wide swath and making silage bales at the same time. How about that? Yes, that is awesome. All right, and it will even turn back around and continue to mow, if I remember correctly. Let's see how he does here towards the end of this. I could be wrong. I can't remember. I did this a long time ago when this mod came out. I don't remember if I ever hired a worker towards the end of the field to see if they'd turn around here, but we're about to see if he will turn around and continue to make silage bales for us. Now, you also could hook up the front lifter to the rear of the swather and still make yourself silage bales, or just regular bales if you want it. You don't have to do silage bales. It's just what we're doing here. And look at there. That is not Rusty Money sitting in there in my cowboy hat and vest. That is a worker mowing without any problems and making silage bales at the same time. Alright, so what if that wasn't the only thing you wanted to do? Let's cancel our worker. We will let it finish making that bale there. We're going to disconnect our mower. Okay. Or our baler, I mean, excuse me. We're going to make a swath here. We're going to finish the swath up to the other side of the field. And we're going to get another piece of equipment. Now, what I'm about to show you now is not exactly what I was hoping I would get to work. Because there is another mod that would be really nice to be able to hook up behind this swather when it comes to doing your grass work. And those things would be called forage wagons. So let's just disconnect our header right here. And remember, we have a pin hitch on the back. So the forage wagon I wanted to use was the Lizard TARDIS XL by Omatana, and it won't hook up to the rear of this because it's not a pin hitch. I also was going to try the Claws forage wagon. That's a modded one in the mod hub, and it won't hook up, so I went to just a base game Strotman forage wagon by Giant Software. And it's got a pin hitch here. And our PTO, remember, is not hooked up. But because we have the pin hitch attached, we can lower our pickup on our forage wagon. We can turn on our forage wagon. We can then pick up hay without anything attached to the back end of the swather. Alright, now, what if we wanted to hire a worker and still be able to do that? Alright, so let's just dump this. We're just going to dump it right there. I'll pick it all up later. Alright, let's hook up to our mower. Okay. Now this is the small Strotman forage wagon from the in-store base game store. So this is again just the forage wagon by Giant Software. So we're gonna pull back into our grass field here. We get kind of lined up here so we have a straight shot at least. Okay, now let's get our header down. Get our mower on, pull forward. We will change to our forage wagon, lower our pickup, turn on our forage wagon. Now, let's get Rusty Money again out of the swather and hire a worker. So, that nice wife of mine is mowing this field and picking it up so we can go make some silage now in our fermenting silo or a silage bunker. Now, will the wife turn around at the end of this field for me and continue to mow without any problems? Oh, I bet she does. Let's just see here. She is lowering the mower and mowing. She has lowered the forage wagon, and she is continuing to work right there while I go eat donuts and drink coffee. All right, now everybody, we're gonna cancel our worker. We're gonna disconnect our forage wagon. We're going to go back up. Where did I drop that now? I think we put it up here, didn't we? Yeah. We're going to put our front lifter back on the rear of this. So we get our front lifter on the rear of the swather again. Okay, so if you want to keep it just maybe a little bit more realistic and actually use a piece of equipment on a piece of equipment, all of this will still work, what I've just showed you. I just wanted to show you that you don't need the front lifter. Now, you will need the front lifter if you're going to hook it up to this little teddy, because it's a 3-point attachment, so you will need the front lifter to use that tedder. But to continue to make the silage bales, if you wanted to use the front lifter, so you're actually hooked up to something and actually have the PTO attached, you could use your front lifter then. And let's just lower our pickup on our baler. Oop, that was the mower. Let's activate. Oh, my baler is okay. Now my baler, let's see here. There we go. Now the baler is on. And you can see that we are still making silage bales. It's me doing it right now. No worker right now. But it will still do the same thing. Okay. And this Vicon FastBale, everybody, is in the store in balers. And the Vicon FastBale actually is 150 horsepower, base price of 110,000. Yeah, 150 horsepower, base price 110,000. This is by Giant Software. Love this baler. Okay, so now we'll just show you here. Let's raise my header. We'll raise the baler to shut the baler off. We'll get back over here. And I'll show you that even with the front lifter attached, you still can hire a worker. It'll still all work. So you can continue to use it this way too if you wanted. All right, lowered our pickup on our baler, turned our baler on. Let's lower our header, turn our mower on. Let's pull up to the edge of the field here. And let's hire a worker. And he is hard to work, hard at work, continuing to make us more silage bales and operating the machine without any issues. We'll also turn around at the end of the field and continue to turn back around and continue to mow. He just will not do it here because I don't got a headland cut probably. But let's just see. He might be able to turn around right here because we're in the gap of my decorative trees, and he can probably get turned back around and continue to mow. Hopefully he won't collide with anything, but this is yeah, just a final demonstration of just how great this Swather by BC Bueller is, and at the same time you still can make yourself hay with using the Elho by Hoffy with your Swather and cover more ground in less time. So there it goes, still continuing to make bales. It missed a little bit there on the end, but that's not a problem. We still can come back and pick that up later. He's gonna miss there a little bit when he turned back around to go back down the field, but as you can see, it's working all well. That's not me sitting in there, that still is the worker. So let's cancel that worker now, and we're gonna jump out of the Swather, and we'll let that finish wrapping that bale. But yeah, I hope you all have got something out of this video, and hope you all have enjoyed this video with myself, RustyMoney, and I hope I've showed you a new way to get yourself back to using the Swather by BC Bueller, because I love that Swather by BC Bueller and can't thank BC Bueller enough for bringing that mod to all platforms here. So, yeah, and I really like the ability to be able to use that Swather with the wider cut and still be able to make hay and hire a worker. So if y'all have enjoyed this, please drop me a tasty one on that like button, which is better known by myself as a cop battery and by you all people as a delicious donut. And don't forget to leave us a comment in the comment section, and please share a box of donuts with all your friends and family by sharing the videos and the live streams from the channel. But from myself, RustyMoney, we will see you all on the flip side, everybody. Have a good one.